Hello, and welcome to my creative activity. This activity is called Treasure Hunt. Some of the materials you will probably want for this activity are sand or dirt of some kind, something to move sand around with, be it a cup, a sieve, and then perhaps something to brush sand or dirt off of objects. I don't currently have a paintbrush, which would be most ideal, but I do have a little toothbrush that does pretty much the same thing. You will also want buckets of some kind with little detachable labels. For this activity, I went with triangles, squares, and circles, but you could really do it with any shape or even any specific kind of toys. You will also want something to put into the sand. For this activity, I chose letters, magnets, Legos, connectors, anything that has a specific shape to it that could potentially be sorted into the buckets in any interesting ways that the kids may choose. This can also be done as a group activity or a singular activity for children. I will be showing you how to do this as a singular person, of course, but this activity is probably best the way I have set it up for pre-K or 3-year-olds around that age. But you could certainly make this available to any age group just by changing a few things. If I were to do this for 2-year-olds, I would probably put the sand into individual buckets with labels on them of what shapes or colors they are, and put a specific number in the box of objects so that we could count them at the end. But other than that, it's pretty simple. To go through this activity, you're just encouraging the kids to look for shapes in the sand. So I have found a square magnet and a V, which I'm going to describe as triangular, but the kids can describe it however they would like. And then at the end, we can all look and see what shapes make the most sense where as a group, which can help them understand other people's points of view better. So the best ways to introduce this activity, I would honestly recommend doing it right after reading a book about treasure hunting or even shapes, just because it can be even more exciting for them because then it's connecting to something that they just read. And a really fun way to introduce this activity is saying that we are going on a treasure hunt today, and we are going to find all of our lost toys and put them into different shaped buckets so that we can find their homes. It just adds a bit of flair for their activity. I would also suggest probably, if the kids are finding it hard to pay attention, singing a little song with them about the shapes that they're looking for. You will know that you have done this activity correct when the kids are very excited to find each shape and are trying to explain to you what the shapes look like. You should be asking them what different shapes look like and how we know a square is a square. Or if you're doing this the color way, asking them what different colors look like, or how we know if something is blue or pink or yellow or purple. But obviously some kids aren't going to be able to tell you that. So really, you'll know that you did this correctly when the kids are just so excited and engaged, and they, at the end, are able to tell you how many squares they see in their playground or in their toys. Even after the activity, the children should be excited to explain to you the different shapes that they find in just the regular world, which is why I picked regular shapes and letters that they would normally see. Like, I even grabbed an E because although it doesn't necessarily look like a square, it has little squares right there. And if you drew a line, it would be a square. Yeah, so that's the activity I chose to look at today. And obviously the kids just sorted into these little buckets when they're all done. So thanks for watching.